My dear people of God, today is the fourth Sunday of Easter, today also known as Good Shepherd Sunday. Once I heard this parody on the book of Psalms, chapter 23, which goes like this: The TV is my shepherd, I shall not want. It makes me to lie down on the sofa. It leads me away from the faith. It destroys my soul. It leads me to the path of sex and violence for the advertiser's sake. Even though I walk in the shadow of Christian responsibilities, there will be no interruption, for the TV is with me. Its cable and remote control, they comfort me. It prepares a commercial for me in the midst of my worldliness and anoints my head with secular humanism and consumerism. My covetousness runs over me. Surely ignorance and laziness shall follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of wretchedness, watching TV forever. What a dreadful way to live, living in a way that leads to death. My friends, but there is another way to live. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He leads me into green pastures, He gives me repose. Beside restful waters, He leads me, He refreshes my soul. He guides me in right paths for His name's sake, even though I walk in the dark valley. I fear no evil, for you are at my side, with your rod and your staff that give me courage. My friends, I am not against TV, mobiles, WhatsApp, Facebook, whatever today the social media keeps before us. But what I want to try to say, the beautiful way of living our life. That is a beautiful way to live, a way that leads to life, peace, and true happiness. Jesus in the gospel today tells us that He came precisely so that we may live with that life, peace, and happiness described in Psalm number 23. I have come so that they may have life and have it to the full. John chapter 10, verse 10. As we listen to these words of Jesus in today's gospel, they take on added meaning because we are in the Easter season. We have celebrated Jesus' death and resurrection. Jesus had to die to himself to live his new life. Jesus has shown us how to live life to the fullest. We must die to ourselves in order to rise to new life. World, our secularized world thinks it has the answer to our needs, but what it offers only leads us into deeper despair. As that parody on Psalm number 23 states, it destroys my soul, it leads me to the path of violence, and etc. We could apply the following words of Jesus today to the false notions of happiness offered to us by the world today. The thief comes only to steal and kill and destroy. Only dying to ourselves as we follow Jesus will lead us to happiness we seek. Jesus teaches us that the way to happiness lies not in filling up each of our wants and needs and desires. The way to happiness lies in a very different choice of life. The way to happiness may be found in sacrificing and taking up our cross with Jesus, reproducing the life of Jesus in our own lives. And so Jesus says, I am the gate. I have come so that they may have life. Pope John Paul encouraged people many times to find life to the full by following Jesus. As he said words like this: do not be afraid to open the doors to Christ. In Palestine, the shepherd brought the sheep into the sheepfold every night. It was a circular stone wall with an opening or the door where the sheep entered. Once the sheep were inside for the night, the shepherd slept that open or door all night. The sheep could not get out without stepping over the shepherd's body, which meant they would not get out all during the night. Jesus is the gate and He is the good shepherd. As we contemplate Jesus, the good shepherd, today Pope John Paul II declared the fourth Sunday of Easter a day of prayer for vocations. We pray for vocations